Hello, CUA. It's Rishi from HR. I know you guys are all super bored, so I thought I would teach you what I'm doing during the quarantine, and that is mastering the Omelette Français du Patrie. That is a traditional French omelet. It's not like any other eggs you've ever had before. It's very rich, like Wesley, and creamy, and should be pretty special. So, you know, you can make these for your kids, for your parents, for your roommate, maybe your friends. But you know, French omelet. France is a romantic place and French is the language of love. So you really should make this for a date, you know? And I know it's hard right now. There's not a lot of people out there. You're stuck at home. Yeah, it's hard meeting people and you can't find a date. I know I'm having a lot of trouble, but oh, hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Rishi.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So you want to go on a date with me tonight? I work for China Unicom.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'll make you a French omelet.
All right.
Works every time. All right, this takes a lot of patience. It's like dealing with the OA system, and you guys know I'm not a very patient person, so I have hired a French chef to teach us how to make this so we all know what we're doing together, okay? But you gotta be very polite to them because, you know, chefs get a little cranky, so I try to be really nice to them. So, hey, chef, come here, I need you to make an omelet. I got a date. My God, what a jerk that guy is, you know. Hello, I am le chef. It is French for the chef, but I am not from France. I am from Philadelphia. Okay, so I show you how to make the eggs today because that is what he told me to do, so I do it for you. Okay. So the first thing you need is egg. Okay. You cannot have an omelette without the egg. So I have several eggs here. Okay. The first thing, you take your egg, okay, and you crack it into the bowl. Ici. Ici is French for ear. So I tell you guys how to speak French while I'm doing this. It's important. Okay. You want to use as many eggs as you have in your fridge, but that's only if you have lots of people to make for. Okay, I keep cutting the egg. Okay, so we have 7 eggs because the only pan this guy has is a big pan. So we have to use as many eggs as we can. Okay. Sometimes the shell gets stuck in the eggs. Okay, for the next step, you want to mix the eggs. It cannot be white and yellow eggs. You want just one color. It's very hard to get this, so it is important to use a machine like this. I don't know what this is. We don't have these in France, but here in America, it's everywhere, okay? So you turn it on very fast. It's broken. Okay, no problem. Okay, try that again. Okay, you turn it on, the machine. Then you start to mix the eggs. Okay, keep going. It's almost done. Et voila. These are your eggs, okay? They're almost done. They are nice and creamy. And we are going to cook now, okay? I know you're all very excited. Okay. Okay, this is very important. You put the temperature of the stove somewhere on the lower end. Okay. Then you take the butter. You cannot have French food without the butter, okay? So you take 1 tablespoon of the butter, you put it in the pan. If it's too hot, you're gonna burn. Alright, CUA, here's what's happened. I have lost my French accent, so I'm just gonna do this as me. You all know who I am, me, and I'm gonna do this with my regular voice because it's getting confusing for me. So, you want to have the pan on medium-low heat. If it's any higher than that, you'll burn the eggs and it won't be creamy and delicious like you planned. And then your date won't like you and your date won't. So it's going to take a while to heat up, so just let it go until it's completely creamy and not bubbling very much. Just let it go for a bit. This is a a good time to think about life. This takes a lot of patience, and you want to think about the things that are important to you. The things that are important to me are cookies, eggs, the OA system, our relationship with Sigma, and I like watermelons. Alright, this is going to take a while. Don't worry, I'll speed this part of the video up so you don't have to sit here and watch my Still going, almost there. Like I said, patience is a virtue when making these eggs. This isn't really the kind of thing you can just make up really quick. I made this, my family was on a video chat this weekend I was making, and they kept making fun of me for how long it took to cook these stupid eggs, but that's okay. Almost. And I can't redo that first part of the video where I did the stupid French accent because now I'm out of eggs. So, so we're just gonna have to pretend that never happened. So you want the butter to be completely melted, but it's very important that it's not bubbling. When you're making scrambled eggs or things like that, usually you want medium-high heat and the butter to bubble up. When you're making this, you want the butter to just stay really silky and smooth and not foaming up like you would when you're cooking other things. That's why low heat is so important. You don't want the bottom of the omelet to come out all brown or anything like that. It should be very creamy looking. Okay, so you see the pan, butter is just dripping, no foam or anything. Now we are going to pour the egg, I was going to say egg mixture, but it's just eggs, into the pan. And this is the important part. You don't want to stop moving the eggs, otherwise they'll start to scramble. So you have to constantly be stirring the eggs. And this part takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So you've got to be very, very patient. And I will let this part of the video speed up because we have the magic of technology. But once it gets to the point where it's starting to set, which you'll see in a bit, we're going to add our spices. Try and open the spices ahead of time, so you have to move very, very fast when it starts to set. I learned how to make an omelette from a Franciscan monk. That's actually not true. I got the recipe on the internet. Am I the only one who thinks that Coronavirus sounds like a glam rock band from the 80s? Okay, it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to take this a little bit closer. Oops. But it's starting to very, very slowly starting to cook. You can see it thickening up a little bit. That's a good sign, but that doesn't mean it's done, so you can't give up. Do not turn up the heat. You're going to want to, believe me, but don't. Okay, it's starting to thicken up, which means now you want to put in the spices and do it very quickly. Good amount of pepper and some salt. You don't want to have to spice it later. And now you want to mix it. So it's thick enough to hold the spices, the salt and the pepper, but not quite set yet. You can see it's starting to set pretty quickly now. So you've got timing is of the essence when you're at this step. Just going to stir now for probably about 3 to 4 more minutes until it completely looks like it's about to scramble. You can enjoy some Canada Dry sparkling seltzer. It's the best kind. It's from Canada, like me. Made in Plano, Texas. Oh, well, that explains it. Okay, almost there. It's really starting to thicken up now. It's starting to look pretty good. Getting some movement. You have to mix a little bit faster to break down all the pieces that are cooking faster than the rest. It's okay. We're gonna give it one more minute, then we're gonna let it set. Eggs tend to cook even after you take them off the heat, so you have to kind of keep in mind that even though it looks a little gooey, it is pretty much there. So, now you want the pan to be covered evenly with the eggs. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to flip, which is the hardest part, unfortunately. Alright, just push it all so that it's nice and even. Push down the whatever's left over on the sides. Round. The shape is round. Okay. Now, with a cloth in the other hand so you don't burn your hand, take the other end of the pan and tap it lightly on the edge of the stove. That will loosen it up. Take it off the heat for 2 minutes. And let it cool down a little bit and cook in the pan. While you're doing that, waiting for that, you're going to cut up your green onion. I heard that my date really likes green onions, so I'm going to make a lot of these, but you don't have to put that much. That should be good. Okay, back to the eggs. This is the hardest part. So, I'm going to get your spatula. And you want to take more butter, probably about another tablespoon, and get it ready because you're going to need it to use it pretty quickly. And you want to take the edge of the eggs and force it down a little bit so that it's easier to grip. Start on this side. So you want to find the most done part that appears to be this side. You're just going to fold it over a little bit so you can get the butter underneath. Just like that. Then you're going to take your tablespoon of butter and you're going to put it on the pan. The pan should still be hot, and if it isn't hot enough, you can put it back on the element. But for now, just let it melt onto the pan to grease it a little bit more. This is definitely not what I would call a low-fat meal, but it is definitely low in carbs. So if you're on that kind of diet, then it should be fine. Okay. And then, one more time. And that last little bit, I always have trouble with. Okay. We're gonna take that last little bit off. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. We're going to let this cook a little bit on the pan so that it disconnects a little bit, makes it easier to manage. And then we're going to put it on our plates. Now you might have several plates. If you make this for a few people, you can use a few different plates, but I only have one plate. This is it, this is my one plate. I'm hoping my date doesn't mind that we're gonna have to share a plate, but I think she'll get it. She seems pretty cool, so. All right. You want it moving around? That way it's not going to break. I have broken this every time, so if this works this time, you'll be the first people to see me successfully complete a French omelet without it being a disaster. So, here we go. Hey, look at that! Not bad. Nice and smooth, looking pretty good. So now, because this is a French omelet, and butter is super important, just a little bit more butter on your knife and then spread it around on top of the omelet. Oh, hey!
Hey.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So do you like live around here or
I live here, yeah.
in this apartment?
And right here.
It's really
Yeah,
weird that we haven't
the
run
same
into
place.
each other before.
We have.
We have. Okay. Well, anyway, I made you this French omelet. Do you like French omelets?
We'll see.
Yeah, no kidding. Would you like something to drink?
I would.
Okay. Well, I have Canada Dry, the champagne of seltzer waters. I'm from Canada. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you before.
You hadn't. I've never heard that.
No. Oh well, Canada is where I'm from. If you want to know more about it, just let me know.
I'll let you know.
Yeah. So I work for China Unicom. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fantastic company. Would you like to learn more?
I'm good.
Do you have a unique SIM card? Do you call China often? Okay, forget that.
Okay,
It's
all
fine.
right.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
I my chef helped me make
Yeah.
this. I have a chef.
Mhm.
Yeah. He's kind of grumpy and he lost his accent halfway through making it, which was very weird. So.
Okay.
Well,
So,
let's. Do you want to go first?
If you don't mind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you go
Okay.
first, and you let me know how it is.
Okay.
Yeah. You ever been to Canada?
Yeah, I have made it over that way. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's good.
That is good.
What did I tell you? Every time. All right. So, CUA, if you have a date coming up, you don't know what to make, call your chef, make some eggs. If you do want to make these eggs and you have questions, send me a message on WeChat. I'm the only Richie Patry on WeChat, so you can find me there. Send me an email. And yeah, stay safe. And what do you think? That second date or?
We'll see.
She lives here, so I'm sure I'll run into her again. All right. Thank you very much.